There is a truth that no doctor has ever told you directly. Blood can flow all the way to your fingertips, yet it doesn't reach where you need it most. It may sound illogical, but this is the reality I have witnessed throughout more than 20 years of consulting thousands of American men aged 60, 65, 70, even up to 80 years old. They come into my clinic with the same worry. Doctor, I can still walk normally. My hands and feet are still warm. My blood pressure is fine. But down there, I feel nothing. It's no longer firm like before. Is it because I'm old now? I look at them. These men who were once powerful, who once had control over everything in their lives, now sitting curled up in front of me with tired, hopeless, insecure eyes. And I tell them what I want to tell you today. No, it is not directly related to age. It is only related to how you take care of and activate your blood flow. Do you know why within just 1 to 2 years after turning 60, so many men start to lose their natural ability to get an erection? It's because the circulatory system down below gradually becomes clogged, blood vessels constrict due to a lack of nitric oxide, lack of circulation, and especially because they no longer maintain habits that stimulate strong blood flow every day. But here is the good news. Blood can still flow powerfully down there, no matter if you are 60, 65, 70, or even 80 years old, if you know how to awaken it. Today, I will show you an incredibly simple way. Just 5 minutes each morning, no medication, no pain, no expense. Yet it can awaken your entire sexual nervous system, dilate your blood vessels, and allow you to feel that rush of blood flowing down there just like in your youth. I know you might be thinking, that sounds too good to be true. If it were that simple, why didn't other doctors tell me? I will explain it to you right here in this video because over all these years, I have helped not just one, but hundreds of men just like you. Men who were once hopeless, who thought their time was over, but then after just a few weeks of persistence, they woke up feeling truly manly again, with confidence, a strong, steady voice, and eyes that lit up when looking at their partner. Please stay until the end of this video, because I will not only tell you how to do it, but also help you understand why it works and what is really preventing blood from flowing to where you need it most. This is not just medical knowledge, it is my promise to you. A man who deserves to live with his full strength and happiness, no matter his age. I am Dr. Authority, a specialist in andrology and circulation, who has spent more than 20 years of my life researching and helping American men aged 60, 65, 70, even up to 80 years old to regain their natural strength and masculinity. Throughout those years, I have witnessed far too many men living in silence, hiding their insecurities and shame simply because they could no longer get an erection like before. Some were former soldiers, men who once drove trucks across states through the night without feeling tired. But in old age, just seeing the sad look in their wife's eyes each night made them turn to face the wall, unable to face her. Some were owners of large businesses, men who once commanded hundreds of employees. But when they stepped into my clinic, their voices trembled. Doctor, am I no longer a man? Hearing that question, my heart sank, because I understand that losing the ability to get an erection is not just a physical problem. It robs them of their pride, their confidence, and their very sense of being a man. I didn't just study medicine. I learned how to listen and look deeply into each patient's life. I understand that behind a man's impotence are hundreds of sleepless nights, the times he turned his face away to hide his tears when he saw his wife lying silently with her back turned, the fear of thinking about the day he might be bedridden with no one to care for him because even he himself no longer has the strength to get out of bed in the morning. I made a vow to myself. I will not let those men leave my clinic without carrying with them the belief that they can still change. Today, I want you to believe in me and to believe in your own body, because I have helped hundreds of men your age, even older, go from hopelessness to becoming strong, confident, and full of vitality again after just a few weeks or months. And I believe you also deserve to live that way. So please listen carefully to what I'm about to share, because this is not just medical advice. It is my experience, my dedication, and my promise to you as a doctor and as a man for you, who also longs to live with your full masculine strength. My dear friend, there is a misconception that almost every man over the age of 60 has believed for decades. I can't get an erection like before because I'm old. This is just natural law. It cannot be changed. But I want you to stop and think deeply about this statement. In truth, your body never betrays you. It is simply reflecting exactly what you have done or failed to do for it all this time. Because I have met men aged 70, 75, even 80 who can still wake up with strong erections and still fully enjoy their intimate married life. And the only difference between them and those who are in despair lies in knowledge, in daily choices, and in actions. Do you know that within your body still exists an intact system of blood vessels, nerves, and hormones necessary to maintain an erection, no matter how old you are? But the problem is, over time, if you do not activate it, if you stop using it, if you let stress, anxiety, lack of movement, and a diet high in sugar and refined carbs paralyze blood flow and reduce nitric oxide, it will definitely weaken. It's just like a car engine that hasn't been started for a long time. It isn't permanently broken, it just needs maintenance, an oil change, and the right way to restart, and it will roar back to life powerfully. And today, I promise you one thing. The same thing I have promised hundreds of my patients, and I have witnessed them shed tears when that promise came true. You can restore blood circulation down there. You can regain strong erections and your masculine confidence, whether you're 60, 65, 70, or 80 years old. What I am about to share with you is not an expensive drug, not those Viagra pills that only give you temporary erections and put your heart at risk. It is a natural scientific method that has been proven over time and through hundreds of my actual patients. A method that helps your body naturally produce nitric oxide, naturally dilate blood vessels, naturally activate the sexual nervous system without any external chemicals. I want you to listen carefully and believe in me, because this is not just theory. This is the powerful promise of a doctor, of a man, to you, who also longs to live true to his real masculine strength. Right after this, I will guide you step by step in detail so that you can start tomorrow morning and feel the changes day by day, week by week, month by month, until the day you can confidently look in the mirror and say, I am still a man, still strong, still courageous, and still worthy of being fully loved. Do you remember the last time you woke up in the morning feeling that excitement, firmness, and strength in your body? Maybe it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or even 20 years ago. I know you still remember that feeling very clearly. The feeling of confidence, full of vitality, ready to step out of bed, stretch long and deep, feeling the blood flowing powerfully throughout your body, especially down to the place that made you feel like a true man. But then, over time, gradually, each morning you woke up and you couldn't feel it anymore. At first, you thought it was probably because you were tired the day before, because of irregular eating, because of overworking. But then day after day, month after month, you realized it never came back. And from that moment on, deep inside, you began to feel fear. Fear that you really were getting old. Fear that your wife would be disappointed. Fear that if one day she needed you, you wouldn't be able to give her that sense of safety, protection, and complete love like before. I understand that fear, because it's not just the fear of losing the ability to get an erection. It is the fear of losing your self-worth, losing the pride of being called the pillar of the family, losing the admiring gaze in your wife's eyes. I have witnessed so many men swallow their tears as they told me they had to pretend to sleep every night, turning their backs to the wall, just to avoid facing their wife's sad and disappointed eyes. Some even confessed that they were so afraid they avoided all physical touch, didn't dare hug their wife, didn't dare kiss her, because they were afraid it would lead to something they could no longer do. But my friend, I want you to know one thing. That flame inside you has never gone out. It is only being covered by the dust of time, by a sedentary lifestyle, by stress, by fear and despair. Today, I want you to reconnect with that flame. I want you to believe that as long as you start, as long as you practice what I'm about to share, you will feel the blood flow powerfully again, your heart will beat strongly again, and your eyes will shine brightly again when you look at the woman you have loved all your life. Because you deserve it. You have always deserved it. My dear friend, now I will guide you step by step in detail to awaken the powerful blood flow where you need it most. This method is extremely simple yet effective, based on the principle of activating the body's natural nitric oxide production and awakening the sexual nervous system each morning. First, you need to understand that for the penis to become erect, the blood vessels inside must fully dilate. The substance that helps dilate blood vessels is nitric oxide. But from the age of 60 onwards, the body produces less and less nitric oxide, especially if you don't exercise, eat little green vegetables, and consume a lot of refined sugar and processed meats. Therefore, the first step each morning when you wake up, before getting out of bed, is to perform the following nitric oxide activating breathing exercise. Lie on your back in bed and relax your body. Place one hand on your lower abdomen, just above your groin, and the other hand on your chest. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, feeling your belly rise first, then your chest. Hold your breath for 4 seconds, then slowly exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds, gently pulling your belly in as you finish exhaling. Repeat 10 times. This exercise helps increase blood oxygen levels, stimulates nitric oxide production, dilates blood vessels throughout your body, especially in the pelvic area and sexual organs. Next, perform a massage to activate blood circulation in the lower abdomen area. Use the palm of your hand to rub around your lower abdomen in a clockwise direction with gentle pressure, enough to create warmth. Do this for 2 to 3 minutes until the area feels warm. After that, use your 2 fingers, index and middle fingers, to gently stroke upward along the base of the penis, as if you are directing the blood flow upward. This action helps open up the tiny microblood vessels, activates local circulation, and at the same time awakens the sexual nerve endings that have been sleeping. For the final step, do the Kegel exercise to activate the PC muscle. Tighten the muscle between your anus and penis, as if you are trying to stop the flow of urine. Hold for 3 seconds, then relax. Repeat 10 to 20 times each morning. This exercise not only increases blood flow, but also strengthens the pelvic floor muscles, helping you control better during intercourse, enhance your ability to maintain an erection, and prevent urinary leakage in old age. You can complete this entire routine in just 5 to 7 minutes each morning. But the most important thing is you must be persistent. Don't do it once and expect immediate change. Remember, blood and nerves need to be trained and activated continuously to maintain their strength. I have seen many patients who began to notice clear changes after just 2 weeks. Their penis became warmer, they experienced spontaneous morning erections again, and after 1 to 2 months, they came back to me with bright smiles, telling me that they had regained their masculine prowess just like in their youth. Try starting tomorrow morning, because your body is still waiting for you to awaken it. It has never truly weakened. It is simply waiting for you to care for it and awaken it the right way. My dear friend, alongside the methods I have just guided you through, there are mistakes that so many men over 60 are making, which prevent blood from flowing to where you need it most, no matter how much medication you take or how much you exercise. I want you to remember these things very clearly so you don't repeat the same mistakes as hundreds of my previous patients. The first and most common mistake is sitting in one place for too long. I know at this age, many of you are retired, spending most of your time sitting on chairs, on the sofa, in front of the TV, or driving long distances. You don't realize that every hour of sitting still causes blood to pool in the pelvic area, compressing the small blood vessels, and over time leading to constriction of the penile blood vessels, which significantly reduces blood flow. Therefore, every 30 to 45 minutes of sitting, stand up and walk around for a few minutes, sway your hips gently, or do a few light squats to keep the blood circulating. The second mistake is using Viagra as a long-term solution. I do not deny that Viagra has immediate effects, but it does not address the root cause. It is like forcing a car engine to run fast when the gas tank is empty and the engine has not been maintained. The consequence is that your heart has to work too hard, blood pressure spikes suddenly, and it can even lead to a stroke or heart attack, especially in people with underlying conditions. I once witnessed a 68-year-old patient who had to be rushed to the emergency room because he took double the dose of Viagra thinking the more, the stronger. Never do that, my friend. The third mistake is skipping breakfast or eating breakfast with refined sweets. I know many of you only drink coffee with pastries in the morning. This habit causes your blood sugar to spike suddenly, your insulin to surge excessively, which narrows your blood vessels and reduces the production of nitric oxide, the vasodilator that helps with erections. Instead, have a breakfast with high-quality protein, such as eggs, oats, some walnuts or almonds, and green vegetables. This is golden fuel that helps your blood circulate powerfully throughout the morning. Remember, sometimes it's not due to age or illness, but simply small mistakes repeated daily that steal away your manhood. From today, stop these habits immediately and replace them with the actions I just shared. You will soon feel your body change, feeling the warm blood flowing down, feeling hope revive, so that once again you can look at yourself in the mirror with pride in your eyes and say, I am still a real man. My dear friend, at this point, I am certain that you have understood an important truth. Age will never take away your manhood unless you allow it to. Your body is still longing to live, to move, to feel the warm blood flowing through your arms and legs, to wake up with a clear mind in a heart that beats passionately like in your youth. The problem does not lie in being 60, 65, 70, or even 80 years old. The problem lies in how you care for your body, how you nourish it with the right actions, instead of just feeding it temporary pills or sitting there in despair. Today you have learned about a ritual that seems simple, but holds the power to awaken the manhood that has been dormant within you for so many years. You have understood that with just 5 to 7 minutes each morning, you can awaken your sexual nervous system, activate blood circulation, and strengthen your PC muscle, the most important foundation to maintain a natural and strong erection in the long term. You have also realized the seemingly small mistakes that silently wear down your body each day, from sitting too long, unhealthy eating, to relying on Viagra as a last lifeline. I believe that as long as you change these habits one by one, your blood will flow more powerfully, your confidence will return, and you will live your later years not in fear, but with pride. I want you to start tomorrow. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait until next week or next month, because each passing day is another day your body grows weaker if you do not take action. Perform the morning ritual I have guided you through. Sit up, take deep breaths, massage your lower abdomen, do your Kegel exercises, and eat a breakfast full of protein and green vegetables. Make it a mandatory ritual of your life. After a week, you will feel the difference. After a month, you will be surprised. And after 3 months, you will no longer recognize that weak, insecure man in the mirror, but instead, you will see a confident, strong, and vibrant man. The man your wife always admired. The man your children and grandchildren are always proud of. If this video has touched you, I hope you will leave a comment below saying, I will start tomorrow, to commit to yourself, and so that my team and I can continue to accompany you, support you, and share more valuable knowledge to help you maintain peak male performance for the rest of your life. And if you find this video helpful, please share it with your wife or with any friend who is silently suffering like you. Because they deserve to know. They deserve to live with their true masculine strength. I am Dr. Authority. Thank you for taking the time to listen and trust me. I wish you a morning full of energy, a strong heart, and a truly fulfilling, happy married life. Because you deserve it. You have always deserved it.